Big breaking news coming in. We have accessed the order copy of Aryan's bail case. The order says that WhatsApp chats prima facie reveal that accused number one, Aryan Khan, is dealing in illicit drug activities on regular basis. Therefore, it cannot be said that accused number one, that is Aryan Khan, is not likely to commit a similar offence while on bail. This is an India Today exclusive. Incriminating material in form of WhatsApp chats shows the nexus of accused number one with suppliers and peddlers. Remember, accused number one stands for Aryan Khan. Accused acted in conspiracy with each other, and evidence on record shows that prima facie there is material to indicate that accused is a part of a larger network. We've accessed this bombshell order copy of Aryan's bail case. Big questions arising on whether or not Aryan Khan is paying a price for his celebrity status. We'll be discussing that with prominent Mumbaikards in just about a bit. But if I could just draw the attention of our viewers to point number 23 in the order copy that we have accessed. If I could ask my cameraman to show you point number 3. Over here, it clearly says, the order copy, that there are WhatsApp chats of applicant, accused number 2. Moreover, accused number 1 to 8 came to be arrested on the cruise, and they were found with certain amount of contraband. It transpires that all the accused are connected in the same thread. Aspect of proving the conspiracy which deals with depth is required to be considered only at the time of trial, but prima facie it appears that there is a case of conspiracy and abetment as alleged by the prosecution. Hence, Section 29 of NDPS Act is applicable. This is a big one that is coming in. We've also accessed the order copy. Take a look at point number 34 now. I'd like to draw your attention here, viewers. It says the WhatsApp chats prima facie reveal that accused number 1 is dealing in illicit drug activities of narcotic substances on a regular basis. Therefore, it cannot be said that accused number 1 is not likely to commit similar offence while on bail. And this is the ground on which the bail has gotten rejected, viewers. Let's take this across to a lawyer who's joining us. Advocate Isha Singh is with us. She's joining us on this. Advocate Isha Singh, if you could just give us a sense. Here the order copy says Section 29 of NDPS Act is applicable. Number 1, is this bailable, non-bailable? Secondly, bail is a rule, jail is an exception. This has been the observation of the Supreme Court in 2021 itself. So will Aryan get respite from a higher court?
You know what I want to say, Aryan Khan's case is an absolute eye-opener, because what has happened here is that courts have legitimized police excesses. So what you're talking about, 29 is absolutely bailable. But something very funny has occurred in Bombay, which happened after the arrest of Riya Chakravarti. So the Bombay High Court Justice Kotwal, while granting Riya Chakravarti's bail, referred to Section 37 of the NDPS Act, which deals with offences being bailable and non-bailable. And he read this section to mean that all the offences in the NDPS Act are non-bailable, which means that bail can only be obtained by a court of law. Now, I'll tell you what's funny here, because the Delhi High Court has interpreted Section 37 as in a very correct manner, that only offences involving commercial quantities of drugs are non-bailable, and offences relating to consumption or offences with 6 months and 1 year imprisonment, as in Aryan Khan's case, all of those are bailable. So that's the issue that hounds, I would say, Bombay.
And hence, Isha, since you just mentioned that point, do you think as a lawyer, and you understand law, when the appeal is made to the higher court and when the Bombay High Court is hearing the case, and hence, given all that you have said, he's going to end up getting bail?
I think the Bombay High Court should grant him bail, but just because an offence is non-bailable doesn't mean a person can't be released on bail. It only means that bail has to be obtained by court. Now, the NCB has been relying on WhatsApp chats, and if I may, there's suddenly a WhatsApp chats Raj going on here, because we saw in Pegasus as well.
But in July 2021, Isha, the Supreme Court has said WhatsApp chats are not admissible in court.
Exactly,
the Supreme Court said messages exchanged on social media platform have no evidential value, and that the author of such WhatsApp messages cannot be tied to them. Then what ground is the NCB standing on right now?
I'll tell you, forget the NCB. Let's presume that state authorities indulge in excesses routinely. But it's the court's duty to check these excesses. And if lower courts of Bombay are going against a ruling of the Supreme Court, it is judicial indiscipline and it is extremely
Isha,
alarming.
that's a big statement that you're making, that it is judicial indiscipline. I want to take this across to Wahid Ali Khan. He's a media entrepreneur. He's somebody who's known Shah Rukh Khan for many years as well. Wahid, what is your sense? Is Aryan Khan paying a price for his celebrity status? What is the buzz going on in the Mumbai circuit as far as Aryan not getting bail is concerned? And what are your concerns now? You know, you have children as well. What are your concerns when they go out to parties, when they go out socialize? Is there a fear psychosis that has been created?
I believe up to some extent, Aryan is paying the price of being a superstar son. The reason why I'm saying you this because there are a lot of buzz going around in the community, in the social community, in the social groups, that why this guy who has charges against him which is bailable, why is he behind the bars from so many days? See, we have been partying together. We have been going around in the nightlives together. I've known Shah Rukh Bhai from very long time. I've met him in so many parties. This is the right that he's paying the price for being a Shah Rukh Khan's son. I don't know why. See, today in today's nightlife, if you go out for a parties, people are scared. In Mumbai, nobody wants to go in the parties. Forget about the cruise party. Not even a house party they want to go. If I'm going to a party with someone who's carrying a drug in his pocket, tomorrow something happened to him, I may be behind the bars. So what is my safety? What is Aryan's safety? They are saying a WhatsApp chat. Okay, what are those WhatsApp chat? It is not disclosed yet. No media person has access to that WhatsApp chat except the court and the investigative agency. Let's do it public. If he's done something wrong, let's do it public and let the people know that this is the wrong, this is the offense what Aryan has committed.
Hold on. Let me bring in Sangeeta Wadhwani. She's an author. She's a columnist. Sangeeta, what is your sense now? Do you think what is happening to Aryan Khan is just, or should he be getting bail in this particular case, at least in the higher courts? Would you like to see some respite coming in for Aryan Khan? Or do you think that the law should take its own course and whatever is happening is fair? What's your sense, Sangeeta?
I think there's much more to this than meets the eye, as many writers have suggested. There is a communal possibility at work.
All right, we've lost Sangeeta right there. I'm going to take this across to Wahid, who is still with us. Wahid, what is happening to Aryan? Do you find it just, or do you still feel that the law should go ahead and take its course?
Of course, I agree with you. The law has to take its own course. The matter is sub judice right now. They have moved to the High Court by today evening. Let High Court decide the thing. But still, you cannot put anybody behind the bars just because of WhatsApp messages. Ajayati, you just said it very clearly in the beginning of the conversation that the Supreme Court had clearly said on July 2021 that WhatsApp messages cannot be taken as an evidence or to the reference to any cases. I still doubt why the investigation agency is only depending on the WhatsApp messages.
So, Wahid, before I let you go, do you think the Narcotics Control Bureau today is taking this case a bit too far by just relying and standing on the ground of WhatsApp chats being presented as evidence in the court of law when the Supreme Court has clearly said that they are not admissible in 2021?
Of course, the Supreme Court clearly said it. You said it. I know it. Everybody knows in July 2021 what happened. So why the investigation agency is only relying on this WhatsApp messages? Why they don't come up with any constructive proof? They have so many people in the custody. No, why nobody's coming up and saying that, okay, Aryan Khan was with me and Aryan Khan was using the drugs with us?
Absolutely. I appreciate you joining us with that very strong viewpoint, Wahid Ali Khan, and Advocate Isha Singh as well with that legal viewpoint on this. Unfortunately, we lost Sangeeta right there, but Vidya, my colleague, is now standing by. Vidya, we've accessed a bombshell of the order, and the order says that the Section 29 of the NDPS Act is going to be applicable. The lawyer came and said that the Section 29 of NDPS Act is bailable in nature, and hence what are you picking up from legal eagles as far as the fate of this case is concerned in the Bombay High Court?
Well, Section 29 is a very stringent section of the NDPS Act, and which is the reason why, if you remember, the entire argument that had taken place in the Mumbai Sessions Court harbored entire of the 2 hours most of the 1 hour 45 minutes of it was spent on Section 29 itself. Most of the arguments harbored on that because Section 29 speaks about the fact that in case a drug peddler has been found with consumption, with commercial quantity of drugs, whatever if he is liable for punishment, then even if the other person who has not played a major role can also be convicted for the same act, even if he has played a very small role like that of consumption also. So certainly Section 29 is an extremely severe act in this particular section. Section 29 is a very severe section.
So
and
the
apart from that, obviously the court has held while not granting the bail.
The court has also said the accused is a part of a larger network, and we have the entire copy of the order. We'll continue tracking all these developments and bring you different voices, different angles. Our continuous coverage continues here on India Today. I appreciate you all joining us on 6 p.m. Prime. That's it from me, Chaiti Narula, 7 at 7 with Preeti Chaudhary on the other side of the short commercial break.